Hi guys, Neil Shearing here from internetsuccess.com and neilshearing.com with a brief video for you. I thought I'd just quickly look at my favourite plugins and the ones I have active at my blog at the moment. I've been testing a lot recently, different plugins. Some I've liked, some I haven't liked. I'll spare you the pain of the ones that I installed, didn't like and then trashed. So these are the ones that are active at the moment. Hopefully you'll get an idea from a few of them. Maybe you won't have heard them, you'll install them, you'll like them, they'll do something useful for your blog. Or perhaps you'd like to leave me a comment below saying, hey Neil, you forgot about this one, what about this one, things like that, and we can have a bit of discussion about it. But these are my favourite ones at the moment. Broken Link Checker. This one was I used to check all the external links at the blog. It also checks internal links as well, I think. And I've been running a blog since 2006, and an awful lot of the links at my blog, the link to other websites, had gone bad. People had let their domains expire, people had changed their structure of their websites, people had moved websites, and it's not good if you link out to places and when a visitor comes to your site they follow an external link and the page is dead. That doesn't help them at all. So I run Broken Link Checker and I think it found thousands of broken links. So I either found a replacement or I unlinked them. So you can automatically unlink the bad link when it's found by Broken Link Checker. So it'll give you a list and it will say these ones are broken, and you just say okay, select all, and you unlink them. So those links are then not active on your blog anymore, which is brilliant because, like I say, I found thousands. So that helped clean up my blog. If your blog is new and you know that the links are still good, you may not need Broken Link Checker, but like I said, I've been running this blog since 2006 and it was a very useful plugin to find broken links. I think it runs automatically every 72 hours, or you can go into the settings and run it manually. So that's a thumbs up, really good plugin. I'm going to keep that one. Contact Form 7 is a default plugin for easily adding a contact page to your blog. So on the Contact Us page at the top of the blog, let me have a little look. Here we go, Contact Us. That just leads to the contact form, and it's a really simple way of adding a contact form to your blog. Flash Video Player. Well, in the past I would create a Flash video, an FLV file, and I would upload it, and I used this plugin Flash Video Player to play the FLV file directly at the blog. Recently I've been uploading the FLV player to YouTube and then embedding the YouTube video in my blog, but in the past, like I said, I played the FLV files directly. So if it's something that YouTube would say, you know, we don't want to host that content for whatever reason, then you can play an FLV file directly by uploading it to your server and using Flash Video Player to embed the FLV into a blog post. So I'm keeping that one just in case I go back to not using the YouTube videos when I embed them in the blog. Google XML Sitemaps is a standard plugin that generates a nice looking XML sitemap like this, because Google seems to love coming along and spidering a sitemap, so give it what it wants. XML Sitemaps, can't go wrong with that, standard plugin. Okay, what's next? Minimum word count. This is quite a new one, I haven't had this one for long, but what it does is it shows you in the admin area all your posts, you know, the different columns with the post and the different headings and things like that for your different posts. One of them it adds is the word count, which is quite useful. You can see which content at your blog you can improve on. Anything that's maybe under 200 words, maybe you can come back and add some more to it to make it more of an authoritative post. Or perhaps you could say, well, it's under 50 words, I don't need it, it's old, and delete it. It's something that gives you an oversight into how many words each and every post of your blog has. That's quite useful, a bit of a sign of quality there. Optimize database after deleting revisions, that's a new one, and you wouldn't have to run this plugin very often, but I wrote a blog post about it here. Optimize your WordPress database, and it's got a video, because when I ran this plugin for the first time it found 1,999 revisions to blog posts that I had sitting in the database, and it deleted them all, and it deleted loads of other stuff, and after running it with just a few clicks and in just a few minutes I saved a third of the size of the actual WordPress database. So I like that plugin. That did what it said and was really quick at doing it. Updraft Plus is a plugin that I use to make backups of the WordPress database, and I send them to my Dropbox account, so that's straightforward and simple. Use Google Libraries. That's a plugin that lets your site use common JavaScript libraries from Google's Ajax libraries on a content delivery network rather than WordPress's own copies. Well, in theory it speeds up your blog a little bit, so I don't think it can do any harm, so I've got that installed. W3 Total Cache is a really good plugin for, again, helping to speed up your blog. Instead of every time someone comes to your website, the blog has to query the database and pull all the elements and slam it together and show people the page. W3 Total Cache takes a snapshot of the blog every once in a while and just delivers that instead. So that's a useful plugin, and it has a huge number of settings. It can help speed up the delivery of your blog by minifying your JavaScript and various other settings. Really good plugin, and I like that one a lot. WordPress SEO I've got as well for the enhancing the WordPress SEO attributes. WordPress Socialite. This one I really like. Let me show you. If I come back to this blog post, right? I don't display the share buttons on the home page. I find that to be pointless. You know, people aren't going to come to your home page and go, "That's marvelous," and share it. No, they're going to be more interested in each blog post, and if the blog post is good, they'll share that. So if you scroll down here, you see at the bottom it's got the share things, the Facebook, Tweet, Google +1 and LinkedIn, as well as follow me on Twitter. And this is not active unless someone scrolls down the page, which is pretty cool, because half the time when I'm at a blog post and I'm waiting for the blog post to load, it's these things that are slowing everything down. Whereas if they don't load via JavaScript until I start scrolling, then I can see the rest of the page. The page will load, I'll start scrolling and read it, and then while I've started reading the page, this social sharing stuff is loading in the background. By the time someone's got to the bottom, it's loaded and they'll be like, yeah, that was good, and they can share it. So I really like that. I think it's a really slick idea for speeding up the delivery of your page, because those elements don't load until someone starts scrolling. The rest of the page is going to finish loading. So that's called WP Socialite, and like I said, really like that plugin. One thing you need to do is edit, or I've found I needed to do, is edit the Twitter name to get this this follow thing at the bottom to, there you go, did you see that load? It loaded because I scrolled. To get this to work properly, you need to go into the plugin and edit the name to whatever your Twitter name is. You actually have to edit that in the plugin settings. So, okay, there's a small minor point if you go and use that. Okay, WP Touch. This is a useful plugin I found recently. It lets you show a mobile version of your blog to anyone who's visiting using a mobile device. And like I was saying before, in order to get it to work, you need to tweak W3 Total Cache if you're using that on your blog. So I made a post explaining how to make WP Touch and W3 Total Cache work together. And showing you here, I have had a very high bounce rate for people that visited the site using mobile devices. So I tried to improve that by installing WP Touch, so that I show people who visit the blog using mobile devices a mobile version of the blog. I've got a video here for all about the settings you need, because I couldn't get WP Touch to work with W3 Total Cache till I made a few tweaks, and then I'll show you how you can actually test it, the website you can go to test it, and how your blog looks with a mobile version. Okay, so those are the plugins that I have active at the blog at the moment. If you think I've missed a brilliant plugin, let me know. Leave a comment. If you think this was a really useful video and you'd like me to make more, please give it the thumbs up if it's on YouTube, or share it if you see any share icons around this blog post or around the video if it's elsewhere on the web. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you found this useful, and I'll talk to you again soon.